Hey y'all, today is June 19th and it's been a week since what I'm going to get into in this video happened. What happened on June 12th pushed what came in this bag to a critical moment. What came in this bag was the memory making 3D hand print kit, and Marcy sent it for doing the hands of my husband and whoever he was holding the hand of. And she originally intended for it to be sent for me and him, but after consideration and situations, I told her that I thought that it would mean more in the long run to have the recreation of his hand with my granddaughter. So y'all know that the kit, if you've seen anybody do the kit, it comes with the bucket to do it in, and it comes with a bag of the aggregate that you use to make the mold, and then it also comes with the casting powder that you use to make the cast. And it's just a one-time use mold that it creates. And that's what the bucket says. And this is the mold after it was taken out of the little bucket. You'll see that there is some of the casting powder on it because my husband accidentally went down to the bottom, and right there is his finger. But what I had to do was weight it down to put pressure on it so that it still kept the liquid until it started solidifying in it. And it did a pretty good job. And I'm going to unmold this with y'all because even though I'm sharing it, it's more a memory for my granddaughter and I, because I'm going to tell you what ended up ultimately happening. If you get this kit, definitely read the instructions, because even though I read the instructions, I was basically looking at how to make the stuff, how to measure, and it's got all that over there, and I totally ignored this right here, the important note. And yes, absolutely, that is very important, that you must have distilled water, because It says otherwise molding compound will lump as a result of using hard water, and that is absolutely 100% correct. It ended up because I used wasn't well water, city water, county water, whatever you want to call it, municipality water, and it ended up messing up so bad we couldn't use it. And this ended up being a very emotional day for me, my husband, my granddaughter. And when I messed it up, we were all upset because we didn't have any more of, you just get enough just to make one mold. Well, I ended up looking up online and I found out that Hobby Lobby has a powder that you can, it's the exact same powder that comes in this kit. So we went to go get it because at the time that we ended up making this, we thought that we only had that day, and technically we did only have that day because it was on the 15th we made this. So my husband ended up asking my granddaughter if she knew why I wanted this to be made so bad. And my husband is not a really, really emotional person. Not really. When his mom passed away, he cried a little. And I mean little. And her answer really got to him. And what she said was, "Yeah, so I can remember you forever." So it was a very hard day for all of us. The reason we had to do it that day was because she was supposed to have been leaving on the 17th to go on vacation. We got a message from her mom on Monday, the 17th, and they were still here, so I don't know when they're leaving. I haven't talked to them. But we couldn't do it on the 16th because, of course, that was Father's Day, and she spent the day with her dad. We thought that that was the only day that we had to do it, so it had to be done that day. At this point, I do want to thank Marcy for sending this kit because I would have never thought about doing anything like this. And yeah, I'm emotional. This week has been really bad. We found out the information, and then things happened on Thursday and Friday. And on Friday, I ended up having an animal get between my feet and me trying to save myself from falling. It's just threw me. It set me back again. I'm in so much pain. And then yesterday morning, I got up and I'm trying to fight off not getting bronchitis. So I'm not doing too great right now. But that's beside the point. But I do want y'all to know that I'm not doing too great right now. It hurts to take a deep breath, and just from, I don't know what I did. I pulled muscles, I guess. I don't know what I did. All I know is that my whole left side, front, back, chest, back, neck, left, everything hurts. Alongside the fact that my lungs hurt. But on June 12th, which was a week ago today, my husband fell out of our youngest son's truck. Or he fell at the truck. I'm not quite sure exactly what happened. But he did hurt his arm and stuff, and I was concerned about him maybe ended up, having some issues. So I called the oncologist and talked to them and asked them if they thought that he should go be checked out, and they felt like he should be checked out because they were afraid, because pretty much as soon as he did it, it instantly started bruising, and it was on his hand and arm that most of the brunt took, and it looked very bad, and I was really worried that it could form a blood clot for one. And they said that there was a possibility that because he was having some major weakness in his legs, and it was pretty much a sudden onset, they were afraid his platelets were low and that he may need something done about that. And the day before, he had to go get some fluids from the infusion center, and they gave him IV steroids. And she mentioned that they may have to give him more IV steroids also at the hospital. And they wanted imaging done to make sure that he had not hit his head or have anything going on there. So they did a CT scan, and it came back unremarkable for anything. However, his oncologist, after I had talked to them, because I had talked to them, they wanted to have an MRI done. He had just had an MRI done on the 14th of May. So they got the MRI done, and the doctor that we had, she was a very good doctor, because most of them do not and have not ever done this. And she was just an ER doctor. Emergency department doctor. She took the time to actually pull up the MRI that was done May 14th and compared it to the one that was done that day, June 12th. And not only had the lesions that they found on May 14th increased in size, she said significantly, but there were new lesions, of course, in his brain. And in May, we were told that his doctor for oncology radiation said that they would not do any more radiation. And we were told that he had said that it was too soon. But I don't think that that was really what he said, because I was telling her that that's what they had told us. I said, I don't know what he put in the notes. So she pulled up the notes and she read verbatim. And the notes said that he had conferred with his doctor for chemotherapy, oncologist, and they were in agreement that the radiation would not help, because the chemotherapy treatment that he's been on, which is the last one available, is not working. And the next sentence she read was that they both are in agreement that the treatment is no longer working, and they both recommend calling in hospice. Oh, my husband didn't want to do it. He didn't understand that they were saying that they weren't going to do any more chemotherapy, and I explained to him that she just said that the treatments were done that they were not going to do anymore. It was concluded by both oncologists, radiation, and chemotherapy that there would be no more treatments. So he agreed to go ahead and have hospice come in. So they came out here and did the admissions Thursday, and Thursday was such an emotional day. After they left, I was continuously crying. I could not stop. Even when I stopped, I'd just start, out of the blue, I'd just start crying again. So I ended up having facial pain, and I have some not greatest of teeth. So it made my teeth and my cheekbone hurt, and I was in so much pain. I ended up going to bed early, and I don't normally take pain meds, but because I still had the medicine they gave me from my thyroid surgery, I did take half of one because I couldn't take a whole one, because those things, they're too strong. They're only 4 milligrams oxycodone. They're 4 milligrams, and it kicked me really bad. And then Friday morning, that's when the animal got under my foot, and I had that issue. And anyway, they came out. The nurse came out Friday, and he agreed to do a DNR. So we got the paperwork for that. So we're absolutely at the end of life situation for him, which is why this is so critical. It had to be done because my granddaughter was supposed to be gone for a whole month, and he may not be here in a month. He might. I'm hoping that he hangs on, but he's definitely not going to be here by Christmas. And I am glad that they spent Christmas with us, because I told my son that that's probably going to be his last Christmas. And apparently I was right. I don't know what this is going to look like, but I'm going to go ahead and take it out of the mold, because as I said, although I'm sharing it with y'all, it's also so my granddaughter will have this she can look back on, although she's probably not going to want to listen to what I had to say, because she don't want to hear her pawpaw isn't doing that great. And this is what happened because I had to weight it down, but I can sand that down, and that's okay. I would like to be able to do this while she was here, but she's not here, and I'm curious to see what it looks like. I want to know if it came out very good. Oh, it pitted, but that's okay because I can sand that stuff off, I guess. But then I won't have, because I mean you can see the skin folds and everything. I'm glad that there's enough of a gap that I can get this out. I don't know what happened there. It's kind of flat. It's not perfect, but I really don't know what happened with all these little, but they're coming off fairly easy, so that's good. No, I'm very grateful to have it. And I am extremely grateful that Marcy had the forethought to send the kit, even though I messed it up. But I'm grateful that we have this. It will be something that my granddaughter can have forever. And with that, I am going to end the video now. Oh, I appreciate the fact that Marcy sent this kit, and if y'all watched the video and listened to what I had to say, just keep my family in your thoughts and prayers. I appreciate it. Thank you.